Hi everyone, this is Emily Leiphart here for Catherine Pooler Designs, and in today's video I'm sharing a Valentine's Day card featuring products from the Love and Hearts release as well as the new Date Night ink collection. You have a chance to win one of 8 $25 gift certificates to the Catherine Pooler store just by commenting on the influencer posts this week that use the hashtag CPDateNightInks. You don't have to comment on all of them, but the more you comment, the higher your chances of winning. I'll be using a couple of the dies from the Hearts and Tags die set, as well as a couple of the Tiny Fortune Cookie sentiments from the Hey There Dumpling stamp set. Of course, I'll be featuring the Date Night inks, and I've chosen 5 of the 8 new colors, and they include Do-Si-Do, Catching Rays, In the Park, Cummerbund, and Serenade. I start by ink blending a panel of white cardstock with blender brushes and the 5 ink colors. I'm overlapping the colors a bit to get some variation when I die cut the hearts from the Hearts and Tags die set. I start with Cummerbund, then add Serenade. Next is Do-Si-Do and Catching Rays. These two are my favorite new ink colors. The pink is a little surprising, but it's more of a dusty coral. I've always been a huge fan of Catherine Pooler's yellowy orange inks, and I love that there are 2 new yellows in the Date Night ink collection. To finish up this panel, I use In the Park and add more Cummerbund. It's so fun to see these colors blending together. After that is done, I die cut the heart circles and organize them how I want to attach them to the card. Now I'm going to ink up the edges of the panel so that the colors coordinate with the colors of those die cut circles. Basically, the colors will be radiating out from those die cuts so the colors on the border will match. Here you'll see me place a panel that was stamped using a Love Note background, which is currently on sale until February 5th. I use this background a lot because I love all sorts of texty backgrounds. It can be used in so many ways, and since I didn't like this first version, I've cut that out of this video. Let's stamp the version that I do use on this card. I remove the foam mat from my MISTI stamping tool and place the rubber cling background in it. Then I place my trimmed panel, which is held in place with rolled up washi tape. I only want the background to stamp around the edges of the panel, so I take a piece of masking paper cut to the same size as the panel and tear off a portion of each side. This way the stamping will look nice and random, but I don't have to worry about how I stamp the ink on the background. Since this masking paper is super sticky and I want to be able to remove it easily, I use half the release paper in the middle of the mask and then place the rest of it on my sweater to make the edges even less sticky. I place the mask on the panel and start inking up the background stamp. Again, I'm using the same colors as the die cut circles and the inked up panel. That way the colors will match as much as possible. When I remove the mask, I have a beautiful torn edge appearance in the Date Night colors. Here's how the text and blended panels look together. I've also made my own stencil using the little heart border. I staggered and die cut it 5 times on this 6x6 panel, and now I'm going to use it with Nuvo Glimmer paste in Moonstone on 2 corners of the stamped panel. I'm going all out with the hearts and love on this card, so why not? It will add visual interest and sparkle to the card, which is always a good thing. I use a palette knife to apply the paste and remove the stencil as quickly as possible. Then I set the panel aside to dry. After the panel is dry, I can start assembling the card. First, I use my design ruler to center and line up the die cut circles. Then I pop up 4 of the 6 with foam tape for dimension. The other 2 will be adhered flat because I want to double stamp them with sentiments from Hey There Dumpling. I place the panel on my Mini MISTI stamping tool and stamp Be Mine directly on the panel. Then I adhere the circle with liquid glue, then stamp it again on top of the die cut. I do this again with XOXO on the bottom left die cut. Here's a look at the finished panel. Now I can attach the panel to the card base, and my card is done. This is a rather unconventional design for a Valentine's Day card, but it can also be used for an anniversary card or an everyday love card. I just love how all these beautiful ink colors radiate outward from the die cut circles. I also love how the text shows through the stenciled hearts. I hope you are inspired to create with the new Love and Hearts release and Date Night ink collection. While comments left here on YouTube are greatly appreciated, they will not count towards an entry for this giveaway. You'll have to head over to my corresponding post on Instagram, which I've linked below. You can also find all of the details, more photos, and a full shop list on my blog. Thanks so much for watching!